To say I'm disappointed is an understatement. It's my responsibility to have this team prepared and ready to play and to represent this university in the right way. And I didn't do my job today. And we'll go back to work tomorrow to get it corrected. This was uncharacteristic of this football team. This football team's been a team that fights, and we weren't ready today. And that's on me as a head football coach, and we will work to correct that and to be better. We got a long way to go. We got a long way to go, but it starts with me, and it starts with doing everything I can to make sure that we make forward progress. And we didn't do that today. We took a step back today, but it doesn't have to define us. We can keep moving forward, and that's what we're going to do. With that, I'll open up for questions.
Eli, what was the idea behind the modified defensive formation?
Just to try to throw them off balance. We thought we could fit the gaps and maybe get them to the runs to bounce a little bit, but weren't able to maintain our gap integrity and gave up some big runs.
There's no good way to ask about this, but do you have to consider a change or something drastic at defensive coordinator at this point with the numbers that are going up against the D?
I just stepped off the football field. I haven't even considered anything like that, so I have no comment or anything like that.
Were there any changes you guys made in practice that you thought would work for the run defense this week? And if so, what were they, and how did they kind of end up?
Yeah, we practiced what they did all week, and thought we practiced fast. I thought we got everything lined up, but obviously it wasn't effective.
What was your message to the guys in the locker room just now?
You really got one of two options. You either circle up as teammates and coaches and fight for each other and fight your way out of this, or you point fingers and you blame. And when you walk out of that building, everybody's going to tell you it wasn't your fault, it was somebody else's fault, or they're going to point stuff out on social media or whatever. But at the end of the day, the only people that can solve it are in that room. It's coaches and players working together as a team. We're not doing that right now. That's on me. I told them, if you come back to work tomorrow, come back as a team. We're going to work as a team. We're going to find a way to improve. I don't know what the ceiling is for this team, but it's got to be better than it was today.
I know you'll see this when you watch tape, but just seeing it in real time, did effort become an issue?
I don't think so. Not when you stop a team on the goal line, fourth down. You could have easily just gave them the end zone. We didn't do that. Our offense went 99 yards and scored. So they were still fighting. We weren't executing, but we were still fighting.
Eli, how kind of, deflating is it to, have lost, in front of the home crowd?
Very deflating. We want to protect Furrow Field. I know people work really hard to pay their money to buy tickets, and we disappointed them today. But we're not going to let it define us. We're going to fight.
It looked like there were a few times, particularly in the first half, when Tennessee was able to get home with an unblocked rusher. Is that something, do you have a sense if that's more of an offensive line miscommunication or from the quarterback position, or where that resulted from?
I'll have to watch the tape to figure that out.
After a start like that, how much does that take you out of your game plan, your playbook for what you want to do offensively?
Yeah, I think the biggest issue was the interception. Kind of put us, in a really bad spot. I believe it was 21-3 at that time, and trying to just get back into a point and try to get an explosive play. We throw an interception, goes 28-3, then we go back down and score. But, at that point, it's a uphill battle. It kind of changes the way you're trying to attack everything.
Did Tennessee do anything that you guys weren't expecting on offense?
Was their defense doing stuff differently?
Was their offense doing anything that your defense wasn't expecting?
I don't believe so.
Eli, you mentioned pointing fingers both kind of at the end of the Boston College game and now. Is there anything you can do as head coach or Debo and your team captains kind of make sure that doesn't happen in the locker room?
It's got to be everybody. We all got to block out the noise and focus on what we can control, which is our attitude and our effort and our commitment to each other.
Was there ever a decision to put Tyler Brady in a quarterback in the second half and the team is down 30?
No. We need every rep we can get right now. Quarterback needs every rep he can get right now.
Anything else?
Thank you.